The American West was never really tamed. The weather here was always wild and dangerous, and after years of drought, it now seems worse than ever. This is the largest and most destructive of the blazes in Ventura County, north of Los Angeles. Last night, it looked as if a volcano was erupting, the hillside glowing like lava. And with daylight, the damage became clear. The tinder dry ground turned to ash. Swathes of Southern California now look like this. The fire swept through here rapidly, charring everything in its path and turning this area into a wasteland. It only consumed vegetation here, but now, down in the valley below, they're worried about homes.
You don't have any access from inside.
In the exclusive Los Angeles suburb of Bel-Air yesterday, they attacked the fires aggressively, working hard to save scores of homes.
The house will be on fire soon. I'm like, what are you talking about? You said it was far away last night. He's like, well, go look outside. I go over here. The whole mountain is on fire. I'm like, oh my God, this is insane.
Celebrities such as the musician Lionel Richie and the socialite Paris Hilton were among those forced to flee. A vineyard belonging to the media mogul Rupert Murdoch was scorched. Every firefighting aircraft in the United States has been summoned to California, and they're making a big difference.
We're not quite out of the woods yet, but now here at daylight, we're going to do everything we can to hit it hard, hit it fast, and hit it safely. And then we'll look to see by the end of the day what we can do in terms of providing information to let you know the status of the incident.
In times of crisis come extraordinary moments of compassion. Here, a man runs to rescue a rabbit. He seems in distress, but one little life has been saved. At least 4 major fires are now burning across this state. The effort to contain them has been heroic and in many places successful. But more fierce winds are forecast and worse may be to come.
And just moments ago, I spoke with James, who is in Southern California. James, I guess all eyes are now on the weather forecast. Just what prospect is there of relief from the winds?
Well, actually, the weather forecast has improved. The National Weather Service here in the United States has said this morning here in California that its worst fears have not been realised, that the conditions that it had feared would materialise, which would have seen gusts of anything up to 70 or even 80 miles an hour in quite a number of places where the fires were burning, has not in fact happened because of the combination of air in the atmosphere. That doesn't mean by any means that the danger is over. There is still a significant fire danger across large parts of Southern California, and there is the potential for the winds to increase later on today. The Santa Ana winds, which are these dry, gusty winds that come down from the desert and whip up the fire through the canyons, are still forecast, just not quite at the level of intensity, but it's still going to be difficult for firefighters.
Certainly the pictures have been very dramatic. Can you give us a sense of just how disruptive this has been?
Well, it's been exceptionally disruptive. We're just on the outskirts of Ojai here in the valleys just north of Los Angeles, and the roads are all but deserted. The occasional car is coming past, but people are not going about their day-to-day lives. And it's not just here out in the countryside where specks of ash are falling and making it quite unpleasant even just to stand here, and you can see everything behind me. None of this is normal weather. This is smoke in the sky behind me. Not just here though, but even into Los Angeles itself, and there are several major fires burning, at least 4 major fires burning in Southern California. One of those in the very exclusive suburb of Bel-Air in Los Angeles, where those who've had to flee their mansions include the musician Lionel Richie and the socialite Paris Hilton. And we've also seen vineyards. I watched yesterday as fire burnt in a vineyard belonging to the media mogul Rupert Murdoch. The helicopters were very quickly on top of that one and managed to prevent it reaching the property. Indeed, the firefighters, I have to say, just watching them over the last few days, have done really very well.
James Cook with the latest. Thanks for joining us.